What's up everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about how to plan for success in 2020. Go ahead and kick back, relax, grab a pen and paper, and get ready to take some notes because I got some awesome information to share with you guys today. I like to think of planning for your future as preparing for a road trip. In order to get where you're going, you need to know exactly where it is to go and make a plan about how to get there. We've probably all heard the quote, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. This video is for those of you who are dedicated to seeing a future that you're proud of. One of the worst feelings in the world is regret. So take some time today to make a plan of where you want to go and use the information you receive here today to give you a head start. First things first, you want to know your why. This step is fairly straightforward, so I'm going to spare you the nitty-gritty details. Essentially, a powerful method to get more things done and reach your goals is to figure out why you want what you want. Some questions to ponder here are, what is the end result I'm looking to achieve? How is it I want to feel when I complete this goal? And more importantly, why do I want what I want? For example, when I started my business, a huge part of my why was the feeling of freedom and fulfillment that comes along with creating a business around my passions. I wanted the freedom to work when I want, where I want, and with who I want. I also wanted the freedom to set my own prices, to utilize my own creative abilities, and the freedom to spend my time how I want to. Next, there's the feeling of fulfillment that comes with being a coach, a speaker, and a healer. That's something that I love. There's nothing that makes me smile more than receiving messages from people who tell me that I was able to change their perspective, help them learn something new, or make a positive change in their life. That shit feels excellent. Alright, next we've got anticipating pitfalls. This next step is also very important and it's going to require some level of self-awareness. Have you ever set a goal to wake up early in the morning and then when the alarm hits 4 a.m. you feel yourself making excuses? Essentially, anticipating pitfalls involves asking yourself questions like, what are the excuses or distractions that will put me off the path to achieving my goals? If it's waking up early, maybe you feel like you're tired in the morning so you decide to sleep in, because you tell yourself you need more sleep to function during the day. If it's going to the gym, maybe you tell yourself that you don't know what to do when it comes to working out, and you want to avoid embarrassment, so you just don't go altogether. If your goal is doing morning meditations, but you find yourself scrolling through social media during a large portion of your morning, and the next thing you know, it's time to leave for work or school, my advice to you is to start keeping track of your excuses and distractions so that you can make a plan as to how you will handle them in the future. Maybe you need to start going to bed earlier if you want to wake up at the butt crack of dawn. Perhaps you need a personal trainer, or you need to spend some time searching YouTube for proper techniques and workout plans if you want to have more confidence in the gym. You could also plan to avoid going on your phone for the first hour that you're awake to make time for things in the morning that are important to you. Next up, we got writing down your goals. There's a statistic out there that says we're 80% more likely to achieve our goals when we write them down. I'm not going to dive super deep into this portion because it's also very self-explanatory, but I'd urge you to get a journal and start writing your daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly goals. Take some time to ponder, what are your actual priorities? You might be a business owner and have about 1,000 things on your to-do list, but the most important thing is putting together your website. Put that at the top of your priority list and just freaking start taking action. When you first get started, you're going to mess up. Like I said before, anticipate this. No one is perfect, and holding yourself to such a high standard right off the bat is going to lead to overwhelm and self-criticism, quickly hurtling you into a deep, dark hole of defeat and despair, and ain't nobody got time for that. The key is to keep moving forward and remain flexible in your approach. If you miss the mark, just do something and pat yourself on the back for trying. That might just be good enough. If you're a perfectionist like me, think about this. Is it good enough? Is it good enough? For example, I used to beat myself up if I didn't swim twice a week, but I would end up going for a run instead. Is it absolutely necessary that I swim twice a week? I mean, maybe that may have been my goal, but the spirit of the goal was really to get more exercise and stay active, so I'm going to be proud of myself for putting in the work to run and stay active. Or let's say that you get to the gym and you plan to work out for an hour, but for some reason you just feel the need to go home early. Be proud of yourself for showing up and putting in the work that you did. Just try not to make a habit unless you're willing to compromise and change your goal from an hour a day to 45 minutes a day. I'm not encouraging you to be lazy and try to find excuses, but doesn't it feel much better knowing that you tried rather than beating yourself up for not being perfect? So remember, focus on your why. It's going to keep you motivated and moving forward when you feel like giving up. Anticipate your pitfalls and distractions because I can guarantee you they're going to show up in some way. Finally, write down your goals and remain flexible. You might be pleasantly surprised by taking a different approach to achieving your goals. Alright you guys, if you like this video, please take a moment to give me a thumbs up or subscribe. It really helps to get this video in front of more eyeballs, and it tells the algorithm that this shit is poppin'. If you're interested in working with me one-on-one, please follow the links attached in the description. And always remember that you can do better. Much love, Max.